Hello everybody, this is Marty. We are back with a brand new video regarding Project Cars 2, and this time we'll be talking about the latest patch 5.02. We all know it was coming, and unfortunately it came today. They leaked a race earlier which we had to reschedule because of the patch. There's a number of things they changed the game, and especially regarding the handling of the cars. As you all might have seen, most of the time I run the GT3 class as well in Project Cars 2, and they actually changed the tire model, so the cars all feel very different. And I just want to explain a few things regarding this new patch and what the basic difference are for GT3 cars and what you can expect for this new patch. Well, for starters, this is my head-up display, and first thing I noticed when I updated the patch is the pressure of the tires. You can see on the right side. Before the patch you can only see number 1 or number 2. After the patch you can see 1.79 for example, or 1.84 for example, and this is a very big improvement for me, because otherwise I have to use the head-up display menu and see my pressure. This is not necessary anymore, because I can simply check the right side of my screen and see the pressure of my tire. So this is a pretty big improvement. In terms of graphics and stuff, I didn't see a big improvement, but the biggest change is in handling the physics model of the car. I'm driving the BMW. I have spoken to a lot of Project Cars 2 players, and I've read that the BMW didn't change that much. Changes, for example, for the Renault or for the Ferrari are much bigger. But though I found some changes in handling of the BMW, and I don't like them that much, basically for all GT3 cars. And what you can experience is that the cars will have a lot more oversteering corners. As you can see, tuning in is no issue at all. It was an issue before the patch, but accelerating of the car outside of the cornering is a big issue. It always was an issue with Project Cars 2. There's a lot of oversteer inside this game. You really have to adapt to it, and they didn't make it easier after this patch, because you have a lot more oversteer, and you really have to really be gentle with the throttle, and that's something different than it seems I get used to, but we'll manage to get used to that as well. So yeah, biggest difference is oversteer on the throttle with exit of corners. As mentioned, the Renault should have a lot of oversteer, I believe the other players, and the Ferrari, they gained a lot of weight. Ferrari always was the faster car. I didn't choose Ferrari because, well, I fancy the BMW. I found myself, it's a beautiful car, so I fancy the BMW for a try. Ferrari was by far the fastest car, and they added a little weight so to balance things a bit. Well, second thing I noticed while driving the BMW with the new patch is that I'm slower than before the patch, and I heard guys talking about half a second, but well, I think I'm roughly a second slower than before the patch. You can see me running laps 135 at Sugo, and before the patch I had quite a few runs and I was running 34 low, so that's quite a big difference if you compare the latest patch to the patch before. So my pace dropped for like a second in race pace. Might increase a bit to half a second, but on the hard, for example, didn't feel right, and it really dropped like a second. And that's like the second thing I found out myself, and I think that's a very big change compared to the patch before. Yes, they changed the tire model, yes, they changed the physics, the handling, but I do think it's mainly with the harder tires, because right now you can see me running on the softer tires, and they didn't feel that bad, and that was a bit odd for me, because the track was really hot and conditions weren't for hard tires. But I thought, okay, let's just try them out, and well, after a couple of laps I got used to them, and I was running 34s again, and that was basically the same lap time that I was able to run with the hard tires before the patch. So I was able to run 34 low before the patch on the harder tires. I was able to run 35 low on the harder tires after the patch, and now with the softer tires after the patch I'm able to run 34, 6, 4, 5, something like that with full fuel. So that's a bit strange and a thing I really need to find out, but it really makes things a lot more interesting. Because before the patch, everybody with hot temperatures was running hard tires. Doesn't matter, everybody was running hard tires. That's basically the tire you spend most of your time. And now after the patch, I got the idea that the softer tire might be the better option. But I only tried them for like 15 to 20 laps on this track, High circuit, which we have a league race on next Wednesday. So I'll be sure to give them well, another try, and I give the hard tires another try. But they didn't feel that bad, and now they run for like 15 laps or something like that on these softer tires, and they actually felt pretty good. So to sum up, yeah, patch 5.02 is out on Project Cars 2. It's a different game in terms of handling of the GT3 cars, especially when you're got your setups fixed and stuff. You really need to take a look at it again, because it changed, and especially on the harder tire, it felt that much less comfortable on the harder tire than before. And softer tires, well, they surprised me, to be honest. I think quali will be soft like anytime, but I might try the softer tires in the race as well, or might run softs in the back and hards in the front like I did in league race before, which actually gave me a victory on this one. So I don't know what to try and what's the best strategy for now. But the next couple of days I'll make sure I'll try a few things and give the hards a proper run as well. Well, sum up, this is my impression of patch 5.02 of Project Cars 2. I hope you can do something with the information I gave you, and yeah, catch you guys another time. Thank you for listening. Bye.